In this video, I'm going to be tinting a 2018 Nissan Rouge. Here we go. So that's wiped down. Gonna now prep the back window for a dry shrink. The one trick I do is I use a card. That's it, just like that. Now I'll leave this like this, so let the dry shrink prep dry on this, and I'll start working on the other windows. There you go. This one, the whole thing pulls out. Let's see if I can do it on the front one. One side first, then I'll bow it in the middle, just so I can get the bottom edge or the top edge below the window. Feed on the other side. Spread it out. And place. This is why your slip solution needs to be on point for you, because you want it so it doesn't tack but move a little bit before you squeegee it. So you have to be able to move it just a hair until you squeegee it, but not so much that it'll slide on its own if you don't hold on to it. Run your finger across the board, around the edge. Like right there's a little bit of a light gap, I can see it. Good. Double check on the inside. Looks like we're good. Let's do it. You just gotta pull it back a little bit more. It'll go. And that way I won't have any problems like I did with the passenger side. Make sure you get that bottom part nice and wet, because you have to send the film underneath it, underneath the top of the edge, so you can avoid any contamination, any dirt, the top edge. For those of you guys that watched my videos before, you guys are aware that I don't really shrink a lot of my windows, especially when I'm bottom loading. A couple cars, but I'll specify that when I'm actually tinting those cars. Now that I did pull this front end up, but look what happened. Look, this trim came out a little bit. Don't be afraid. You just want to pull it back, put it back, put it back where it comes from, click it forward. Easy peasy. Make sure this, there is a little hook right under here. Make sure that goes up and over. There it is. A little hook right here that goes up and over, just kind of like the hook that was on the back end. There's a little hook right here that has to go up and over on the latch. So if it's not laying flat, it's probably because of that. So double check that. Put some tape on it now. Do not roll down sticker. If you don't, these are cheap. These are like $35 for a roll. So really it's like 3 cents each when you get the roll. If not, get some 3M tape or something like that and put it down right there. Some instructions, and then I can turn the car off. And that way I don't drain the battery. The hardest part sometimes is keeping this film straight. You know, it wants to go this way, it wants to curve. If I try to shrink it that way, it will crease. It'll just bind on itself. So keeping the edges straight is important. So I almost do the edges first and bring the rest in. Don't go too fast. You gotta be patient. You have to have good timing with your shrinking too. You have to know, and this only comes out of experience with working with film. You gotta know that there is a point where you're gonna melt it, but you can push it and get used to pushing it to the edge. It's not completely flat right there, so I'm gonna lift it up a little bit and work it. Now this was the old towel that I used to install the sides with, right? So it's still clean enough that I can clean, you know, the dry shrink prep off the back window, but I just wouldn't use it for installs. So, I mean, you want to kind of get the life out of it. And if I didn't have this towel, I would just grab another one from up there from the used towel sector. Very nice. New towel. Make sure we don't have any light gaps. If we don't, looks good. Side swipe for a soft tack. Just to push out most of the water. Guide the film where I want to. Make sure the sides are tight. We're not as tight as I want right there. That's the initial tack. And this one is a hard lay down tack. Woo. Oh, it's a professional job right there. Professional. And that's it. That's how you tint a Nissan Rogue 2018 model. And that's how I do it. So make sure to check out any other videos that we do have within the library. And we'll see you next time.